Well, it's a South African town that came to reflect the ugly and the beauty the country has to offer in times of crisis. And the sad reality is that some of at least 20 Phoenix residents lost their lives during last month's unrest around Durban. But many locals also marched for peace and unity thereafter the unrest. While the cameras focused on much of the looting, racial tensions bubbled to the surface in Phoenix last month, and as the situation reached fever pitch a lot due to claims being peddled on social media, President Cyril Ramaphosa revealed how residents were racially profiled at illegal roadblocks. He said some people were pulled out of their vehicles, beaten, degraded and killed. The president put Police Minister Bheki Cele and other senior officials in charge of finding better ways to build a sense of social cohesion in Phoenix, as well as providing safety in the area. Well, Cele and KwaZulu-Natal Premier Siviwe Benya are expected to update us on that today at 10 o'clock. So, what interventions do residents hope to see rolled out for both their safety and social cohesion? Let's cross live now to Phoenix, where Community Chair of the Mayibuye Youth Organisation, Siviwe Benya, is standing by. Siviwe, thank you so much for your time. Before we start, how are you and fellow residents recovering from the horror that you all went through 2 weeks ago?
Good morning, Anita, and your viewers at home. Thank you very much for this opportunity. As a community of Phoenix and neighboring residents, we are finding it very difficult, we are trying to pick up the pieces of what has happened. We are trying to build social cohesion, we are trying to build peace and stability, we are trying to engage, to discuss the way forward from this point.
Siviwe, why was it that people lived in years in relative peace, certainly on the surface, and then they seem to turn on one another?
I think that might be motivated by the issues like inequality, and the other challenge that is there is the issue of distribution of economy. We cannot run away from these issues because Phoenix is a suburb area and it is surrounded by those communities, of which if you go to those communities, there is a challenge of poverty, there is a challenge of unemployment, there is a challenge of hunger. So having those communities, it's possible to have these issues, but in reality, the community of Phoenix and the neighboring communities, which is Sham Maharaj and Bambai, they are the community that lives with peace and harmony. But because of this issue of inequality, it's high possible to see people behaving in this fashion.
Siviwe, what would you like to see happen now? What can happen now to broker peace? You're very involved in going door to door to chat to residents from several communities and suburbs in your area.
Now, what we're looking at is that maybe the visit of the minister, we've got a hope to the Minister of Safety and Security that he will ensure that the justice is served to those people who decided to take the law into their hands. And we hope that the minister, too, will bring in other stakeholders, other government stakeholders to assist in this issue, because we believe that it's not a criminal-related issue only. It needs other departments as well to assist in terms of social development. They must come on board, because on our interaction with the community, in particular in local schools, we discover that learners are traumatized, learners are scared. They've got a fear to come around Phoenix, and also those who reside in Phoenix, they have got a fear to go to the neighboring areas. So we hope that maybe if the Minister of Police can bring in social development and bring in sports, arts and culture to engage on sports activities, because we believe sport has got the power to unite people, because there is a tension as we speak. And we also believe that he can bring the Department of Human Settlement as well and assist to those people whom their houses were touched. So we hope that the minister can do much better to bring dialogues, to engage, to go deeper to the root causes of these issues. Because we know that if we can engage on a robust dialogue, we can be able to pick the root causes in terms of the inequality, in terms of skill development, because these are the issues to close the gap of this inequality between these communities. If we can provide skills to the young people, if we can create job opportunities, I think we can work towards that vision for the next 5 to 10 years. Maybe we can reap up good results on that.
Well, Siviwe, good luck with all the work you're doing to try and bring some peace back to the areas. Thank you so much for speaking to us today. That's the chair of the Mayibuye Youth Organisation, Siviwe Benya.